Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Watcher of Realms video. Guys, I just want to take you through what I do around the different shops in this game. And I don't mean the paid shops. I mean the freebie shops where you're kind of like grinding out the resources that you need. I think actually Watchers do this incredibly well and way better than a Raid Shadow Legends. I've just got to call it out. Like it's definitely what I have been campaigning for in Raid. They do it really nicely in Watchers. Before I go into that, I'm just going to call out a couple of things which popped up yesterday. So the Advanced Growth Fund, it's expensive to buy, albeit for a spender, maybe this is something you want to pick up. Don't know. But what I didn't realize yesterday is that you actually get free shards just for getting to these different level points. So whether you're a spender or not, you've got the Goodwill rewards here, where you're getting 5 free summons from this. And then from the Premium Growth Fund, there's another 8 free summons from this. So we're talking about 13 free summons once you get your levels. I'm assuming these stick around for a while. I don't know, honestly, but I'm assuming they do. But yeah, this is definitely something which you want to go and pick up straight away. Okay, let's go and see the Dwarf. I'm going to take you through how I treat this shop, what I do with it, and you guys can kind of do what you want. First thing I do is I always, and I mean 100% of the time, I will always buy any of the uncommons if they're on discount. Yeah, so generally I buy the uncommons anyway. I actually don't buy the commons. I know that some people do. I don't feel like there's a need to. I literally top up my hero inventory just on uncommons, so I don't feel like there's a need to buy the commons as well. There is something to say, if you pick up commons, make them uncommon, level up, level up, level up. That's a really easy way to win some of like the champion training stuff, but I will always buy the uncommons, especially if they're on discount. I will always buy any insignia which is paid for in gold. I don't buy them if they're gems. I always buy them if they're gold. I always refresh the shop as many times as I can. The legendary extract, if you're a spender, is not a terrible thing to buy, but I feel like very quickly you top up this more than you need anyway. If you're a newer player, then, in fact, I should have said this up front. The shop gets better as you progress through the game. So as you gain levels and as you get further in campaign, you see better stuff in here. In the early game, when you are not good enough to farm gear raids, where you could get legendary and mythical gear, the Dwarven Market is actually a really good place to be to just pick up some rare and some epic gear. Yeah, you really don't need to go farm gear early on. You just buy up some pieces from the shop, try and get a bit lucky with substats, and use that as your kind of like filler gear until you're strong enough to actually go and farm something worth farming. So the Dwarven shop's actually really good for that. I can only praise it enough. Like, it's literally, I think they've done it so well, I can't help but praise it. So what do I do at this point? I hit my free refresh every single day. I'm buying up the cheap stuff. I've progressed further now, so I get mythical drops. I will buy with gold mythical drops on any of the jewelry items and try my luck. It is still pot luck. It's the same sort of pot luck as if I was going and farming it in a dungeon. This one's got a big thumbs up. I actually got attack bonus with crit rate, which I like. So that's pretty cool. That doesn't happen often, by the way. Normally, I sell it again, and it sells for 6,600. So in essence, I've cost myself like 12k gold. It's not too bad for a bit of pot luck, but I will always buy them for gold. I will always buy any stamina pot that's got a percentage discount on it. Nothing else in there that I care about. Again, we've got another piece here. Buy up this dude. Sakuk is in here a lot. Like, a lot. He's a very good early game guild boss champion. You might pick him up if you see him there, but he's in there a ton. If you don't have him yet and you're trying to progress in guild boss, it's worth picking up. But he will be in here a ton of time. Buy anything for gold. There is an insignia. So again, we got 2 discounted items here. This one, it's actually 37k, so it cost me like 30k. Another one with a thumbs up. It's not as good. Not bad, but it's not as good. I shouldn't have bought this one. So this is like the weapon piece. I shouldn't have bought this one. I don't normally buy weapons, and I got stung for doing it. So have another refresh. Buy for gold. Again, we got an amulet here. You do want to kind of bear in mind the sets, I guess, in terms of what's coming, but I do tend to just try my luck on any of them. Not terrible. Like, I'm not in a place where sets are, yeah, I'm only kind of like matching sets right now. Buy dudes, nothing else there. And then I will refresh for any gold amount as well. So I will refresh every single time it costs me gold to refresh. 1,000 gold, yes, it's worth it. Like, it's that good. So I'm refreshing right the way across. Nothing else there. And then it suddenly becomes diamonds to refresh. So I won't spend diamonds or gems or whatever to refresh. If you see the other form of legendary item, which is used to promote. So I've got, probably this dude needs it, yeah. Mythic extracts. You do get plenty of them as you're doing your like promotion raids and stuff. But I would say if you're a spender, then that might be worth picking up. You see, I've got tons of the extract, but the one to take you to 6-star, the mythic extract, I find that I'm often short on those on the legendary dudes. But then you only get so many legendaries, depends how many shards you pull, that type of stuff. It might be that you've just got plenty. So that's going to be down to your own account level. Now, let's look at the other shops. Guild shop. You'll see what I've done here. I've bought out the summons because it's kind of like, why not? But nowadays, there's also a whole bunch of units in here for your guild wars. So I kind of like stopped buying the same stuff I was buying. And you've got to make decisions now because I actually think that the guild war dudes are probably better worth your guild gold or guild currency, whatever this is. So that's what I'm going to be spending on. Now, there's actually a whole bunch of new ones in here. Like this one, for me, the suicide bug thing, I've already got it, and it was probably my highest damage unit. This tank is pretty good as a front liner. Yeah, so some of the epic ones in here are going to be worth your time. But the other thing that I do pick up from here is the gold boost when I want to go gold farming. So it's definitely worthwhile. If it's on a discount as well, great. But ultimately, you definitely want to have a gold boost on if you're doing gold farming. And this is one of the best places to pick it up. So obviously, you've got to make your own decisions here. But I would say Guild Wars units, yes. And the gold boost are the most important things in here. So Arena Shop, every single day, I buy stamina pot. Yeah, with 20 of my tokens. Outside of that, I will always buy the legendary skill up. I will buy the ancient summon. I've not unlocked the legendary summon yet, but I would try and buy that. I actually spent a ton of my my tokens the other day on just the legendary steel dust because I needed more, and I bought out the other summons. I don't tend to buy the epic skill crystals because I feel like you get enough. Same with the epic steel dust. As long as you're doing tide, you tend to get enough. I do, whenever I need to do a experience boost, I will buy it from here because it's just using this currency instead of using my gems and stuff. And same with the gold boost. So gold boost and experience boost, I will just plow a ton of energy into that area when I've got it active. In fact, I had it active the other day. You see, I've got way more gold than I normally have because I basically did a massive push. Similarly, I had experience active the other day as well. And after 6-star in someone and doing a bunch of work, I've still got plenty of experience pots for the moment. So you can see that when I do it, I go hard in that area. So the last shop here is the Awakening shop. I've spent 0 in this shop at this point. So this one it's an interesting shop, honestly, because you can get legendary skill ups, can get souls to push a certain hero up to the next level. But this feels like the end game shop to me. Like, you might get to a point where you've awakened 5'd some of your epics, and then you're starting to look for, like specific epics with souls, so you can awaken 5 others. That makes some sense, but like, I think it's a pretty late game shop, honestly. You might get to the point though where you do have a bunch of the epic awaken tokens, and then you start to use the experience up from here, potentially. But to get to the legendary ones, I mean, you've got to have so many additional legendary units that this makes sense to you that I'm not sure. I mean, I don't even know how much you get for dismissing a legendary. Can I try and do it without screwing myself? I'm guessing it's not going to make me do it. I only get 100. Wow. So you only get 100 for doing one, and this needs 400. So you're going to have to dismiss 4 legendaries just to get 1 soul. Now, in fairness, someone like Salazar, it might be worth your time. Like, I don't know, but for me, that's for Like, you've got to be an absolute kraken for that to be any sort of worth, I think. That's almost never going to happen. The epic ones I could see for people that, you know, spend a bit of cash. I spent a bit of cash in this game, and I could probably dismiss some epics now and actually do this. So I'm probably in that sort of camp. But yeah, there you go, guys. Look, the Dwarven Association, I think, is brilliant. I think Watchers have done a great job of this. Let me know what you think down below. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.